earlier what used to happen, like if we wanted to answer any business question, okay, suppose in a particular Walmart store, let's say I wanted to know how many products of this particular, like let's say how many food items were sold, or who was the customer who purchased more. So earlier what we had those relational tables. When I say relational tables, it means that data being arranged in the form of rows and columns, okay, and those will be in our table, and we will use that for our answering those questions, like who are the top spenders, or who are the like bottom spenders, or what is the most selling product, like which sells more, which tops the chart, and all those stuff. So earlier we had those relational tables, rows and columns, and then using those we used to get our answers. But in the recent past, with the advent of social media, be it Facebook, be it LinkedIn, or like YouTube or Instagram, whatever it be, the scope for analysis increase. Now what happens, like on a Facebook, if you like let's say Walmart introduced 5 products, and they launched those 5 products, or they promoted those 5 products on Facebook. So let's say you went ahead, Walmart can figure out that, okay, I launched 5 products, Harmesh likes 3 out of those 5 products. So I'll do direct marketing to Harmesh that, okay, buy these 3 products, I'll be giving a percentage of discount. So this is where they are taking your social media activities in account, and they are going ahead and doing analytics, okay, or they are going and doing marketing to you. What happens, like earlier it was relational tables which had to be processed, that was fine. Now with the advent of these things, these social media, what happens, data is in unstructured format, like you'll whatever likes you're doing on Facebook, or whatever comments you are passing, or whatever YouTube videos you're uploading, all these are unstructured form of data. It is not in the form of rows or columns. So to manipulate or to play around with unstructured data, we need to have some technology in place, and that is what is called as Hadoop. So Hadoop mostly came into existence with the advent of these social media and the other stuff, so like multimedia sites and all. So which gives the retailers, or which gives the business more scope for analysis. Earlier they had just one table where data was sitting, and that was used for the analysis. Now what happens, that along with the data which is sitting on those tables, they have these platforms. They have Facebook, they have LinkedIn, they have YouTube, from where they can derive meaningful insights about their customer behavior. And who helps them to derive those meaningful information? It's Hadoop. So when we say like what is the 2 or 3 years down the line, how will Hadoop be? So Hadoop is the upcoming skill in the recent past, because see, social media will never go to die, right? Like be it Facebook, or be it any other social media, Twitter, or any other social media site, it's here to stay. So if it's here to stay, Hadoop, which will be used to derive meaningful information from those sites, will be used across. So to justify whatever I'm saying, I got few artifacts from Gartner. Probably you'll be aware that Gartner is one of the foremost institution in the IT industry, which predicts, or like which gives information about various technologies going around in the IT sector. So I have few slides from Gartner which supports my facts, which whatever I spoke right now, it will support those facts. So if you see among the IT industries which is there in like among all the businesses across the world which is using IT, if you see, like 30% of people, they started using Hadoop, okay, and there are 19% of people who are planning to install Hadoop or use Hadoop within the next 1 year or next 2 years, 15 to 19%. So this is like what Gartner got it from their survey, and there are 31% of people who have no plans to adopt Hadoop as of now. So if you see this particular thing or this particular thing, we have around 60% people who are using Hadoop. So when I want to go and pitch it for a Hadoop job, it'll be like it's a huge requirement nowadays. Like on a month-on-month basis, I see around like 10 to 15,000 resumes floating around, all the requirements coming across the US or like any region for Hadoop professionals. Why? Because institutions or businesses have started adopting Hadoop. So out of like 100%, we have 70% people who are already using, and 31% they don't have any plans. So it means that they are probable customers who might go ahead and adopt Hadoop. So 65% have invested on big data, and we have around 31% who aren't using as of now, but yep, they might use it in future. So with this, you see, if you have Hadoop in place, analytics on Hadoop, so see, 65% of package analytic application with advanced analytics will have Hadoop embedded by 2015. So it's not like any layman talking about it, it's Gartner talking about it. When Gartner talks about it, has a huge amount of weightage. So it says that 65% of businesses across the world will be using Hadoop by 2015, which means there will be a huge surge in the requirement for Hadoop professionals. Okay, and now if you see, like 75% of current data warehouse will not scale to meet the new velocity and complexity of data demands. When I say this, it means that the complexity of data, what we have now, like we have structured data, that is the data in the form of rows and columns, that is the tables, and we have unstructured data, as I told, right, like the social media things and all. So there is huge challenges which the businesses are facing in terms of integrating the unstructured information and the structured information. Unstructured information, example Facebook; structured information, example, let's say employee table. So how to integrate these unstructured and structured so as to get meaningful information is a challenge for organizations, and hereby they need to move down to Hadoop. Okay, now going into the job prospects. So see, is Hadoop the hottest tech skill for 2014? So you see, like from March, this is like from March 2014 until March of 2015, the demand is increasing, and by March 2015, if you like get to enroll in this session, by March 2015 you will be ready, or like in next 1 or 2 months you will be ready in that way that you'll have around 17 to 18,000 requirements just for a Hadoop developer. If you see here, like during March 2014 there were around 17,000 jobs. So, and the trend for Hadoop is is on an exponential rise. So once you get trained in Hadoop, be rest assured that finding a job will be a piece of cake. Why? Because all the industries are slowly but yet steadily moving towards Hadoop, so that they can get more insight and hence add value to their business. Why? Because this unstructured information or this social media platform, they all want to use it. They all want to derive good amount of information from that. So that is the reason why Hadoop came into existence, and that is the reason why it will be a hot skill for years to come. So to talk about what is the importance of Hadoop, this is what is the importance of Hadoop. The invent of social media and giving higher business values. Okay, because of like it will be a good skill or good job prospect in the years to come. And